was scrolling through the gram when I came across a post that said, a woman becomes a reflection of how you treat her.
Oh, Lord.
If you don't like how she's acting, look at how you are treating her. So ladies, tell me, do you think that this is true?
Yeah.
Do you think that if your partner's bad behavior can actually be blamed on how you treat them?
Yeah.
Is it a reflection of you? She's wilding out, that's your fault?
She's...
I don't know, because on one hand, I do think a woman's reactions to a man's poor behavior towards her can become guarded in self-defense. She can become, you can pull out her triggers and she can be a different woman.
Yeah.
But I also think there's some women who just really also need to sit down for a second. There's also women that, like, have their own problematic ways.
Sure.
And it's not the man's fault.
Yeah.
So I see both.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, let's say a woman is abused, right? If this man is treating her bad, eventually she's going to start to feel bad.
Yes.
She's going to see herself in a bad way. So I do believe in how, and react. And I do believe how he treats you can make you feel different about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I always try to explain or tell women, be yourself first. Understand who you are. A lot of times we get into these relationships and we don't know what we want.
Yeah.
That's why I say multi-date, or date more than one person before you know for sure where you want to go. So that, because a lot of times you can get with somebody that'll take your self-esteem. And then you like, and your whole world is to, you thought you was, and I'm telling you, I've seen girls that strong.
I've been there.
Strong.
I've
and I'm
been
like,
that
what
girl.
happened to you?
Let me tell you this. One of the reasons why I didn't try to work on my marriage, I felt like it was going to change the essence in my spirit. I thought I was going to have to be the kind of girl that always goes, where are you going? Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
When are you coming home? That's not me.
Right.
You don't want to live
Not
like
And I
that.
didn't want to live like that, and I didn't want to raise my kids in that environment.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't do this. It would change the very essence of who I am.
That's why
Wow.
It would break your
it
confidence.
took me a long time to date somebody, because as a, I was a road comic, and you leave, you go on the road, you gone every weekend and all this, and I would not trust people. And it's not, and until I started, really getting into a good relationship like the one I have with James.
Yeah.
Trustworthy. I leave 2 months. I ain't worried about if he got somebody in my house.
Right.
I'm not worried if he'll call me, he'll do whatever. It's not that. It's such a freedom to have a relationship where you don't have to go, who was that you was talking to? Let me look at your DMs and all of this. It's like, you're not supposed to live like that.
No.
You're supposed to have a partner that you trust and they trust you, and it's a freedom. And I say, until you find that, don't compromise till you can find that.
Exactly
That is so true. I
life.
saw another quote that also said, a woman becomes the fullest version of herself, her potential, based on if a man loves her fully. That's definitely not the quote, but it was something like that. Like, if you love a woman to her fullest potential, if you love a woman fully, she can become the woman to her fullest potential. Something to that effect. And I really do believe that's true, because when I wasn't loved properly, I couldn't think straight. I couldn't focus on my job. I couldn't do I couldn't even dream of what was to become, because I was in such a messed up place in my head, in my heart, in my spirit. I wasn't thinking, like Jeannie says, when you're with that person, think to yourself, do they add weight to you or do they give you weight? I had weight on a whole other level, to the point where I couldn't have imagined to launch businesses, sing again. And then I get with this other person who loves me in such a way that it made me love myself. I started thinking to myself, oh, I'm dope, I'm funny, I'm cute, my voice don't sound that bad. Like, it sounds dumb, but when somebody loves you in such a way, and they love you for who you really are, you become the greatest version of yourself.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I really do believe that to be true.
There's
And it's just, go ahead.
If it costs you your peace, it's overpriced.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Speaking of words,
And let me tell you, I didn't have no peace. My ass was running up, grabbing phones, running to the bathroom, lock the door. If he's breaking down the door, girl, something's wrong.
Exactly.
Nobody had time for that.
You guys, we can talk about this all day, and it's so good we're empowering women.